Wiggy time on the fly. What's up, everybody? Sean Wiggins here alongside myself, Ref Hansen. There I am picking out my ass crack. I got a wedgie there. This is the Heavy Hitters Monster Mac and Havoc. Sweet graphics by the boys at Modtron Video, Modtron Productions. This is the Heavy Hitters taking on Demolition, and I wanted to put this up and have this match live forever because one of the tag teams I grew up watching, and as I was growing up watching them, I didn't know that it was a Vince McMahon kind of stealing of LOD, of the Road Warriors. If you really look at the history of wrestling, it's like Vince wanted his own, but Demolition, Axe and Smash, I mean, everybody my age grew up watching them, and they're not even that much older than I am. But Demolition was, and let me clean up what I just said there. In the 80s, Vince McMahon wanted that face-painted tag team. You could tell. And he later brought in the Powers of Pain and then later brought in LOD. But Demolition was his team like that. And it was not a rib. It was nothing like that. Barry Darsaw. It was Crusher Khrushchev before that. And Bill Eadie as Axe needs no introduction. He was the mass superstar. And again, here, I wouldn't be, gesturing to the crowd and pointing at people I know if I knew I was on camera here. I knew Modtron liked to cut clips kind of short. So you see me looking like an idiot. That was one of my wacky hairstyles. I tried to be Manny Ramirez-like, but I just didn't have I couldn't grow my hair that long at that particular time. So I had to do this. There was some sort of delay here. I don't know what it is, but maybe Axe is taking a piss or something. I don't know. Monster Mac is tuned up for this. And Monster Mac, I said this on his Facebook page eons ago before I deleted it. I refereed him against the Road Warriors, LOD, the Samoans of Samu and LA Smooth, and Demolition. So I got him against all three of the big boys. And, of course, against the twin tackles of Snitsky and Harper. There it is. JP was, they were moving on up here. Get a little video, kind of like a Titantron of their own. I'll call it the Modtron. This was their building in Jersey City. I still pass it. You pass this building when you drive to the Holland Tunnel. It's I think it's a school, high school gym, or a Catholic school gym. Actually a pretty decent building. It just sucked that, so small. Because JP could bring house, and there they are, Axe and Smash. It's 2009. They look pretty damn good for their age. Here, of course, Smash was going bald already. That's why they kind of repackaged him as the Repo Man. And once they stopped being Demolition Smash, it was pretty much the end of him. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean nothing else kind of worked out for him. Repo Man and Blacktop Bully, and then he was just Barry Darsaw in WCW for a short time. But I mean, Axe and Smash, this was obviously his best run, and I'll say this was Axe's, Bill Eadie's best run. That's debatable because the Masked Superstar is a legend, but I mean, Demolition Axe, I mean, he was seen. That's how strong WWF TV was back then, that it was just so damn strong. Everybody in the world knew who Demolition was, except Chris Chetty. What's a demolition? And I like that they still kind of wore their garb. And of course, you go back to when you're little kids in the 80s, if you're my age, you don't realize it's just a dominatrix outfit that probably gay guys wear at that time. I mean, there was so many, like Brutus Beefcake. The word forever is that was a rib. Oh, look at that brute. And that's what they called, there's so many insider terms that were probably ribs back in the day, but then you come up with something like this, you come up with something like Demolition, and it lives forever. I mean, 40 years later, we're still talking about it. I can't believe the 80s was 40 years ago. It's really upsetting me. And Axe going with the singlet here at age, probably in his mid-50s here. Is he that old here? I don't know. I don't know how old he is. I don't know off the top of my head. Let's say he was 35 in the WWF during that big run. This would be 20 years later. Yeah, that would make sense. There I am ringing the bell. Pants are kind of baggy. I bet they're like a size 42 waist. I'm not at my worst weight here. I'm close to my worst weight here. God, my hair looks awesome because it's on me, but it does look like shit. What I was going for didn't. I was in the ugly duckling stage here, and I wasn't quite balding yet, so I felt good about myself. Now I look like old school Demolition Smash, where the bald spot has started, and it's taken its way over. All right, a little lock up here into a side headlock. I mean, you guys are gonna love the moonsault finish. It's a double moonsault. Axe misses the 450. And then Monster Mac misses the shooting star. And then Axe and Smash hit perfect in stereo moonsaults. They're awesome. You're going to love it. Smash going no shirt here. I'm digging it. And me and Smash became work friends, if you want to say that. I would, whenever he was at a show, I'd constantly be talking to him. It's probably annoying the shit out of him. But we also had a mutual friend in Al Snow. He was friends with Al Snow, as was I. And we would talk about him and shit on him and make fun of him because I have to get my digs in on Al Snow because his wit is a little too strong for me one-on-one, so I have to sneak attack. Yeah, that might be a little-known fact. There it is. I love that freaking move. When he did that shit in the WWF, it was awesome. And this is, I think this is what the indies are going to miss. Now, of course, I'm saying it because my generation that I grew up watching, they're all in their 60s, late 60s, early 70s now, so... Whereas guys today, maybe young fans today that actually go to independents might see a John Morrison. John Morrison's, I'm probably older than John Morrison, so he's like maybe late 30s, early 40s now. And looks amazing, takes care of himself. So maybe the indies go on and on and on, but I still don't get how anyone watches today's stuff. Like this is like old school stuff. This is, work on a guy, get some heat, work on a body part, and guys are actually selling so far. Look at Barry Darsow is selling the arm wringer. And Smash, if he ever watches this, I'm sure Axe and Smash are waiting for this to upload so they could watch this. Smash would be happy to know that the piercer Chris Hayne of CCW fame constantly stole his line, "Kick his stinking teeth in." So he would be probably pleased that somebody is carrying on his legacy. Axe working on Havoc, the late Havoc. Havoc, we miss you. Great dude. I have a tribute video to him in this. Trying to get as many of his matches as I possibly can up as well. In case his kids want to know. There I am moving Monster Mac. Now, I was slick enough. I did tell Monster Mac to get on the other side. He didn't for whatever reason. But you have to work the hard camera. I mean, it's so important. Axe now. Working on Havoc. And look at this, quick tags. I mean, even in their 50s here, they're working better than any tag team up until that point. I mean, it's just basic stuff like quick tags. You're a tag team. See, Barry Darsow jumped in the pool and there's no water in it. You gotta be mindful of Havoc's elusiveness. I really can't wait to see this shooting star. You're gonna love it. Monster Mac hits it sweet. I even get in on it. I do a moonsault. I land on my feet to make the count. Havoc is taking this one outside. Referee way out of position. I mean, I dare you to get out there, Hanson. Goof. What am I doing? I'm probably tied up here with Axe. Do I know any of the fans out there? Oh, runs. Smart maneuver by both these guys. Let's brawl a little bit on the outside. There's Eric Sims taking half of Demolition's money and then taking half of their half. JP Security getting all these fans out of the way. And yeah, the bloom was off the JP Rose by this point. I mean, they only had 3 years left. Yeah, I know they came back in 2015, but nobody gave a shit. And I hate saying that. Jersey All Pro Wrestling was my home, and I wish I got the book there and could have taken it somewhere, but I just wasn't as smart to the industry as Ray Sager. I mean, if you have Ray Sager, you go with Ray Sager. Because if you think of a guy that has great ideas, you think of Glenn the Maniac Strange, who was an amazing worker in his day, being a fat goof who dressed like Bubba Ray Dudley, did a bunch of hardcore. That's who you want. Havoc now going deep as they cut the ring off in half. Excellent tag team work by these guys. And what I did by taboo moves, I mean, I still do marquee stuff, but I try to be old school. But on this night, I did take a picture with all 4 of these guys because I wish I had done that with the Road Warriors and Hit Squad and the Moondogs when I had the chance. And I did have the chance, and I didn't do it. I should have. I hate marks that just take pictures for no reason. Just throw them up on Facebook and be goofs about it. But there is something to taking a picture for yourself. Show your son, whatever. Look at Barry. Look at Smash working the crowd. And Axe. Yeah, I know this isn't the Sky Dome against Andre and Haku. I know this isn't Saturday night's main event against the Brainbusters. But damn it, this is Jersey City, New Jersey against the Heavy Hitters. Oh, Smash House of Fire. You thought would start to happen there, but Monster Mac cuts him off. I don't know about the green here. It's different. I'll give him that. And one thing I'll give Monster Mac here, he's actually trying to... And Monster Mac's definitely driving the car in this tag team. Like, him and Moff, they each took turns driving. But Mac is the captain of this tag team. And no disrespect to Havoc, but Havoc would admit to it, too. And Havoc would be cool with it, too. I mean, Mac's no dummy. He knows some things. Oh! Didn't like that. Could have bought another second, but it's still fine. Now here I do with the count, and this is why... And let me give you another reason why wrestling sucks today. Okay, both guys down. Hot. There's the lukewarm tag. You'd see both guys down. I'd start counting to 10, and I'd get chewed out by whoever. Man, don't count. We're selling. We got to get up. Then I'm refereeing Jake the Snake Roberts against the Sandman. I don't count, and Jake screams at me to count, and Jake was right in that sense. So, different guys tell you different things and fouls you up. And now Axe grabs the chair, and he nails me! Oh, good Lord, what a sweet chair shot. And by the way, for everyone watching, did not feel a thing. Excellent, excellent move. Axe now blasts me with that chair. You know what that means. This baby's over. As Demolition brings the chair, and see, I didn't see it smash through the chair, and he went to use it. And as you could see, and this was called in the back, and Axe now, oh no. And I pull that down. I thought he was going to blast me again, and he said powder, and I took a powder. Now, I would have let him hit me again. It's all right. I mean, it worked out in the end. But when Axe blasted me with that chair, no, and right there, Eric Sims, I love you, Eric. Right there, he goes, run back in there and take their finish. And I would have. I swear to God, I was going to go do it, but I thought it would take heat away from the Heavy Hitters. I think the moment had passed. But if they had called it, I would have definitely took it. I just don't think Axe wanted to come off the top rope, which is second rope, which is understandable. But the Heavy Hitters walk away with a disqualification victory. And will there be a return match? Look out, Demolition. Grab that chair. Look out, run them off. Demolition, they want to keep fighting, but there's no time because we're out of time on Wiggy Time on the Fly. So, for Sean Wiggins, I'm Ref Hansen. Sandra Rivaderci and Chow. Hope you enjoyed this one. It's Blast in the Past from 2009, February the 28th, 2009, Jersey City, New Jersey. I got my match with Demolition. Thank you, Jersey All Pro Wrestling. Excellent, excellent memory. And yes, I got blasted with a chair by Demolition Axe. And now you all saw it. Signing off.